Sean Zawadzki. Good morning.
Good morning.
She didn't say position. Do you not know what position?
I just think it's maybe fitting that it can still be open to both and whatever role they see me in, and kind of the ability to maybe adjust depending on how we want to play and against the team we play against.
Have you been practicing with a specific group?
It's kind of been both, still kind of going back and forth a little bit, just kind of to gain comfortability in both roles with the new staff.
When you look at this team, kind of where do you feel like you guys are at in terms of adjusting to this new system?
Yeah, I think when a new coach comes in, it's always going to take time, and I think everyone's since they've been here has put their head down and worked, and I think we're getting there, and I think we're really looking forward to the game. Obviously, it's kind of like a Christmas morning feeling again. You know, first game of the season. How can we go in with the best mentality, best attitude, best shape we could be in? And I think we're getting there and pretty close to it.
What's the biggest change you've seen in the team over this preseason?
I just think our ability to get numbers forward and then get numbers into the box, and I think that's something exciting for everyone. And I think obviously for the fans too, the opportunity to have more numbers in the box and to score more goals. The opportunity for that is always fun. So I think that's probably the biggest thing.
And just, is it difficult that you guys are starting on the West Coast? Is there any adjustments you guys are making for that?
It's always difficult, especially not having your first game at home. But then looking at us and going all the way to the West Coast is it's difficult. It's changing time zones and everything, and having to go out a day earlier and adjusting to that. But I think everyone has the right mentality towards it. We're just really excited for the game. Really looking forward to the opportunity to play a meaningful game again. So I think at the end of the day, it can be difficult, but I think the mentality and how exciting everyone is to looking forward to the game, I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue.
Thank you.
Sean, what's the comfortability level coming out of preseason, heading into this first game with how Henrik wants you guys to play?
Yeah, I think everyone's gotten used to how he wants us to play now, and I think it's fine-tuning things here this week. Kind of everything, culmination of everything. Looking for the first week or the first game of the season, and I think everyone feels good with where we're at. And obviously, it's not where we're at now. It's not going to be where we're at the end of the season. So we're comfortable where we're at now, and how can we continue to reach that next step as we continue on throughout the season.
What do you know about the Timbers, and how difficult is it heading into this match with so many changes?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously it's a West Coast team, so you don't really get to play them as often. It's a team you always will follow. We play at 7:30 here, so late at night you're not able to sleep. You're up watching the West Coast games, so you get to see a glimpse of them a little bit that way. Obviously they have new pieces as well, but it's always difficult going on the road, turf field. So it's kind of things that you can't control, and how can you just go in with the mentality that we're going to fight and we're going to do everything we can to walk away with 3 points.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean, what was the vote and stuff like? How did this captaincy go down? What was it like for you? Can you describe the scene?
Yeah. So Issa came up to me when we were in West Palm. Towards the end of that first week we were there, and just asked me if I thought I was ready for it. And I think my answer to him was I think so. I think it's a point in my career where he stressed to me, and the new staff stressed to me that they feel comfortable in me and being able to use my voice. And I think that's something that for me is kind of been the last thing for me, is always using my voice. I've always just kind of been someone that leads by example. So it's finding that confidence in myself in that way. And so I was just telling him this, and then having a talk with Henrik and the staff as well, and kind of voice the same thing. And then we had a little kind of meeting as a team and just kind of talked about what a good teammate might be. And then at the end, we just had you wrote down on a sheet of paper who you thought might have those attributes the most. And then yesterday when we kind of met as a team and they announced it, and then they said that my name was one of the most common written down, and then kind of led to the whole captain stuff. So to hear that and to have that kind of those attributes that everyone looks for, and the way that the team views me in that way, it means so much to me. And being able to be captain of this historic club is special.
Do you think the vote was fixed?
It's a good question.
What did you hear from Darlington, and if so, what did he say?
I haven't heard from him since. I've talked to him a little bit earlier in the preseason. He came in for a couple days before we left. So just kind of catching up with him, seeing how life is Obviously, would have loved to if he was still here, with the person he is, the player he is, but just seeing how he is as a person and getting to experience life outside of the game and just seeing how the family is and all that.
Do you think of the previous captains in the line and in the history of this team?
I think especially since I've been in the academy and kind of working my way through college and then coming back, just thinking about who was here and kind of the impact they had, not only on the field and on the club, but also in the community. And I think that's something that I also want to strive to. It's a city for me, and it's not just this club obviously means so much to me, but it's also the fans and all the support they show, and how can I be someone who gives back to them and let them know that I can also be a voice from them to us.
Could you give us an example of how you're going to yell at the other players?
Not so much that. I think it's how can I continue to do what I've been doing, finding those moments to maybe get on some people, but not change who I am. I think my leadership style is different from another player, and how can I use that to kind of get my point across, but also still rely on the other guys. And I don't think that changes now that this is a captain role.
Thank you.
Last call. Thanks, Sean.